What's up, everyone? What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, give a subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. You never know what you're going to find. And do me one more favor, watch it as long as you can. The longer, the better. It really helps out. So I want to touch on a topic today that, probably a lot of people don't think about. And it has to do with driving. Okay, I just got back into over-the-road trucking, and we have electronic logbooks. Okay, so we use tablets and apps to monitor our driving and on-duty time. So we had to switch to a new one called Motive, and excuse me, sorry. And I want to back up for a second because over the last so many years, 4, 5, 6 years, probably since I got out of trucking 6 years ago, I've watched people drive down the road and how they just act like there's no laws, okay? Tailgating, no signals, changing lanes, cutting in front of people, just being rude as possible, okay? Acting like they own the road. And I've often thought to myself, and then on top of that, you see cops, or you don't see cops, actually, and cops don't do anything about it, and if you say anything to them, they're like, well, we can't make people be nice to each other, okay? So, with my conspiratorial mind, I kind of go to, one day, they're going to come out with something to where the technology is going to police us, okay? And to those that don't see it coming, I'm about to give you a correlation here that may blow your mind, okay? Because right now it's only in trucking, but it's only a matter of time before it transfers to everybody, okay? So back to this new ELD that we got. This is my first week using this new ELD. So when I first started, they had, I don't remember what it was called, a different electronic logbook. But this week, we got this Motive, okay? And this Motive hooks up to Google Maps. It hooks up to the dash camera, okay? And I'm not against dash cameras. The dash cameras can do a lot of good improving who is at fault in an accident, okay? But the point is that, let me tell you what this did. So I left out Monday and had some trouble with my refrigeration unit on the trailer. So I had to pull off on an exit to check it to see what the codes were, okay? Now this is my first experience with this Motive, okay? So when I got back to the yard, they told me to go back to the yard and switch trailers. Get back to the yard and I see that it flagged me for unsafe driving, okay? Or unsafe parking. So when I pulled off on the shoulder, the dash camera, it shows it on the ELD. The dash camera showed me pulling off on the shoulder and flagged it as unsafe, okay? Now, come on. In that situation, what the hell am I going to do? I had to pull over and check my reefer unit. I got off on an exit and parked on the shoulder. It's not like I parked on the shoulder of the interstate. I do consider myself to be a professional driver. I'm not going to put myself in too much of an unsafe predicament, okay? I've already been rear-ended once by a semi-truck. I don't want it to happen again. But here's the other thing. A couple times it flagged me for speeding, okay, because it's hooked up to Google Maps, okay? Google Maps tracks your speed. It's only a matter of time before this transfers to everybody, guys. And can I also throw in and mention the 500 billion with a B, billion, $500 billion AI, artificial intelligence infrastructure bill that was just passed by our new president a month and a half ago, something like that, a month, 2 months ago, whenever it was. $500 billion AI infrastructure bill, okay? Now, what do you think AI infrastructure bill stands for? What do you think that means for our future? It means it's going to incorporate the technology with everything, okay? So to all those people out there that want to drive like idiots on the roadway and act like they own the road and don't want to be nice to everybody, now you did it. Now you did it. Now the technology is going to monitor and police us, okay? Now we don't have to worry about the cops sitting somewhere to write us a ticket. You know why? Google Maps is going to give us a ticket, okay? Or worse, maybe it's going to affect our social credit score. If you don't know what a social credit score is, you might want to wake up, okay? You might want to pull your mind out of la-la land and start following some real information, okay? Social credit score, okay? Yeah, you heard of a financial credit score? Wait until they introduce the social credit score, okay? There's already so many countries using it, guys, all right? So I'm not going to make this too much longer. I wanted to make it a short, but there's just too much information, facts, and opinion to go into this to make it a short. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. So that's the point, man. Check it out. The technology's coming. It's coming, and it's going to control us, and it's going to police us. All right? So do me a quick favor. I know you might sound crazy, but just hit the thumbs up for me. And if you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you, and I love you. God bless. Pray for everybody. Pray for yourself. Repent and get right with the good Lord, because our days are short, guys. All right. I love you. Peace out.